Look, it's just about spring. They're those little oxalis, aren't they? From South Africa, I think. Aren't they lovely? So beautiful and fresh. A little wildflower I introduced all over our grounds. Aren't they gorgeous? They're slightly electric, really. They sort of, is fluoresce the word? So bright. Almost slightly green. A little favourite of mine. I can't get enough of these yellow oxalis. If they grew everywhere in our place, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if they took over. I think they're wonderful. They're so beautiful. They just glow, don't they? They glow. They're wonderful. They're fantastic. I should be quite happy if they took over. See that pink blossom tree way over to Bilio? Well, I've got over a dozen of those now. I took cuttings from that wild tree, and I've got over a dozen, and some of them are taller than I am. Isn't it gorgeous? Some sort of prunus. I don't know if it's an apricot or what. I've got to wait to see what the buds turn into. It's so gorgeous. I've always wanted that tree, and now it's come true. I've always wanted that tree all around our house. Isn't it lovely? All that gorgeous blossom. And it's all mine now. So dreams do come true. Give them time and they come true. This is one of our cuttings. It's getting to a good size. It's getting to a very good size. I did use a little bit of rooting hormone just to guarantee success. I think they would have rooted anyway, but just to make sure. So in a few years' time we'll have clouds of pink blossom everywhere. It won't be too long. The years fly by. They do. Look, here's another taken from a large cutting, and it's taller than I am. So it will be blooming next year probably. It's taller than I am. Imagine had I bought them in the shops, it would have cost me hundreds of dollars for this dozen or so trees, wouldn't it? Wonderful. There's going to be clouds of pink blossom. Here's another. It's taller than I am. All from the cuttings we took from that pink tree. And we'll very soon have pink blossoms of our own. I can't wait. I really can't wait. So lovely. Yes, I've got over a dozen of these beautiful pink blossom trees. Lovely, so many of them. It took a couple of years to grow them, but they're a dream realised now. All these crabapple trees are starting to grow now. There were cuttings, and there's a good 2, 4, 6, about a good 10 of them or so. That means lots more parrots. See how they're starting to grow? Lots more parrots. Yes, lots more parrots. Crab apples mean lots more parrots. Look what I discovered this morning. Little paperwhite jonquils. I think they're paperwhite. I think that's what they're called. Aren't they pretty? It's springtime. It's springtime. That's a little Tritelia, a favourite of mine. I can't get enough of those either. Pure white little snowflake. I think Tritelias are from Bolivia. I shouldn't mind if they took over the place. They're very drought hardy, very tough. Just like those yellow oxalis, they're extremely drought hardy once established. They can survive without water in the end. Look how beautiful they are, so perfect. Those wonderful stars. I think they're called white stars, aren't they? I think so. That's a nickname, white stars. Some of them are mauve. There are mauve ones in the mix. Gorgeous Tritelias. Aren't they lovely? So beautiful. Gorgeous snowflakes. Stars. Some Tritelias are blue. These ones are blue. I don't know if you can tell, but they're blue. And these ones aren't ever watered either. Definitely blue. Definitely blue. Depending on how much cloud is in the sky, but they're blue. On a very cloudy day, they'd be a darker blue. Very tough once established. A little Tritelias from Bolivia. Gorgeous. Very drought hardy. These Cape honeysuckles have been blooming all winter. They're not supposed to, but there's a bit of a warm microclimate just here near the house and near that tank of water. Look how lovely they are. Gorgeous, bright orange. So nice. I can't get enough of them either. I think I should plant dozens more. I've got about a dozen in pots. I should plant dozens more, I think. I bought a yellow one too off eBay, so there'd be a bit of variety. They're Cape honeysuckles from South Africa. So pretty. Gorgeous. A very dry winter, but the violets survived and they're coming up again. A little bit of colour and fragrance. It's nice to have something a bit fragrant. Where are you, little violet? I can't find you. Anyway, here's a clump. Little violets in a place like this. A dry winter, but they survived. Here are some beautiful nectarine blossoms. This tree is very old. It's a very old tree and it's got very few blossoms on it, but I think I should grow some more because it's so lovely. I've taken some cuttings to keep it going. I have taken some cuttings. Let's see how they're going, the cuttings. There's a little nectarine blossom. Whether its roots are established yet. So I took some cuttings, so I want to multiply that old nectarine tree. Wait till next year. Well, there are some lovely apricot blossoms. The parrots will like the fresh apricots, won't they? They will. This is a little favourite of mine. A favourite of mine, Lonicera fragrantissima. Come on, focus for us. Related to honeysuckle. Lonicera fragrantissima gives off a gorgeous scent. It's quite a drought-resistant shrub, but not absolutely. It needs a little bit of summer water to be happy. But it gives off the most gorgeous perfume in late winter, early spring. Gorgeous stuff. It even blooms in the snow, apparently. There we are in focus. So beautiful, so fragrant. One of my favourite perfumes. So beautiful. Always attracts the bees. Never fails to deliver that gorgeous perfume. The periwinkles are just waking up. Just waking up for the spring. So lovely. So beautiful. There's the centre of the universe. So beautiful, so blue. Two, four, a pentagon. Look at this pretty weed I've discovered. Where are you? Isn't it a pretty little flower? So tiny, so beautiful, so tiny, but gorgeous. I wonder what it is. It looks like a member of the onion family. So tiny though. There are lots of them around lately. I hope they grow everywhere. So very tiny, but so very pretty. Like out of a Waterhouse painting when he does details in a lawn or something. Gorgeous. So tiny. There's some rosemary in bloom. Good herb to have around, but its flowers are very pretty as well. So, rosemary flowers. The herb rosemary is very nice. The rosemary bread's very nice. The leaves, the bread rolled in leaves, rosemary leaves, is very fragrant bread, but the flowers are very pretty, as you can see. Very pretty and blue and mauve. Gorgeous. Almond blossom. Almond blossom after a dry winter. Still alive, managed to pull through. And japonica. Not looking so good this year, the japonica. Less water, but a few blooms there. A little bit of red. Not fully open yet, all of them, but a bit of red certainly lights up the garden. Gorgeous primrose jasmine. Aren't they lovely? Very drought resistant. Useful in this climate for a bit of colour. Lights up the garden in late winter and spring. It's a good shrub for kangaroo wallabies to hide inside too. bit of colour. Makes a nice bower. Look, clouds of almond trees in the distance. They look lovely. And there's a pretty plum tree, a flowering plum tree. Isn't it lovely?